How's it going, guys? Welcome to this podcast episode with Niyaaz. What do I call you? Liberebil?
Liberebil. Liberebil's fine.
Liberebil's fine. Mr. Liberebil, I call him. Yo, thanks for coming through.
It's a pleasure. I always wanted to come onto the podcast. It's my first podcast I ever attend.
Yes,
so awesome.
First one right here, right now. And I know that you're super busy. In fact, we were just busy together now with the RS5.
Yeah, it's a fantastic car. Fantastic car. Very fast.
What did you say about it in the video?
Stupid fast.
No, man, you said about the it's two, what?
Oh, it's a 4-door version of a 2-door car of a 4-door car. That's so
But that
confusing.
is exactly what it is. It's weird. Because they made the coupe, they're like, right, people like the coupe. Now we're going to add extra 2 doors, but don't worry, it's not the same like the other one. Just come drive it and see.
I think we can explain it super easy, like A1, A2, A3, A3 sedan.
Yeah.
A3 was A3 Sportback RS3, right?
Yo, there's so many. See, I don't even try and get them all because I know I'm going to forget one.
A4,
Yeah.
A5, which is both two of the same cars.
Yes.
A 4-door version of the A4. A6,
Yeah.
A7,
And A8.
and A8.
And now Q8 and all the Qs, obviously.
It's
That's
super
crazy.
confusing. It's like a car for everyone.
You know, the thing is, I don't even know how you managed to get all of that right now without cocking it up at some stage, because I'm sure I would have. But I'm not shy to admit anymore that I don't know all the specs anymore. When I was 12, 13, you could ask me about any car, I'd rattle off all the specs. But there's so many nowadays, and we've got to remember them all for these type of conversations or articles or videos or whatever.
I mean, I think the last video I filmed, like, if you ask me what I filmed 3 months ago, I tell you I have no idea.
But
I forgot. I forget. Like, people tell me like, oh, you drove a Audi R8. I'm like, I forgot again.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember at all.
Because there's so many, they all
Exactly.
blend into one. And, you know, to differentiate between those cars, we're going to play a little game later. I'll explain the rules to you later on. But first, I want to talk about what have you been up to? How the fuck did this happen? Like, what happened and how did it start? Start from the beginning. Give it to us from the beginning.
So Liberebil started about 4 or 5 years ago now. I'm not confused about the 4 or 5. And it started off with 2 guys. One was a drummer and one was into cars. And we thought we can blend the 2 together. But at first, we started to do skits and stuff like that. Skits didn't work, blah, blah, blah. And then Killarney held a street fest. And that was the very first video that actually got over 1,000 views.
Sure.
And then I thought, oh, this is interesting. And then that very year, robot racing started.
When was that 4 or 5 years ago already?
Yeah. A long, dude. It's been a while.
Sure. It feels like 2 years.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then from that point, the channel grew. It didn't grow big. It didn't like take off. People didn't like the chemistry between us. It looked very harsh sometimes. It also looked like the dude was bullying and stuff like that. And although it wasn't, we kind of wanted a bromance type of a thing going.
Yeah.
But it didn't. We just didn't work on camera.
Look, sometimes it just doesn't work, and sometimes it can work if you give it more time. Sometimes it can't. Like, it's very difficult to fabricate that kind of chemistry. And
Exactly.
I did a 3-man chat now that's probably live on the channel with the guys in Joburg, the car journalist guys in Joburg. 2 of them that I've known for many, many years, and we have fantastic on-screen chemistry. It just works. Me and you, we get along well. So there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't.
Exactly. I think Liberebil, he left on about 4,000 subscribers or 3,000.
Which is a lot.
Which is a lot for a car channel in South Africa. It was the first car channel self-made that actually went past the 3,000 mark.
Sure.
And then after that, I took a complete. When he left, he went to go and continue his own shenanigans. I then continued. I wasn't going to go further because I was like, I can't do this out someone. No one's going to like.
Because let's be honest, you were the shy one.
Yeah.
You were the guy that wasn't going to necessarily talk to the camera a lot as much as the other guy.
Yeah, and no one wasn't. I was like, I'm ugly. No one's going to like me. I have funny teeth. Surely this isn't going to work. I know. Yeah. Surely this isn't going to work. And I got a manager at about 8,000 subscribers. And from there, it just skyrocketed. We went to about 19K, 18K. And also at that time, I started getting more involved with manufacturers and things like that, and wanted to do more manufacturer cars because doing modified cars is such a dangerous game. But we'll talk about that a bit.
Yeah, but you also want to talk. You probably want to talk about Lexus for the next half an hour.
Yeah, I love Lexus. And then I brought someone else along, Jared. So awesome guy. We're still very good friends. Again, had super cool on-screen chemistry. It really worked. People loved the content. It looked a lot of fun.
And he also looked like he was enjoying himself.
Loved it.
And that's important. I mean, it's difficult to. I mean, this job is a fun job.
Yeah.
You're saying it's one of the best jobs in the world. We love what we do. And you could see it on his face, man. He was happy to be there.
And I'm happy that at the time that he was in the channel, he really enjoyed himself. And I'm happy I could actually make someone else's life, something special. He left the channel as well. Also wanted to continue on with his own career. Obviously, still school, studies, a lot of things, doors that can still be opened over there. And I didn't want to keep that dude back from accomplishing any of those things that he wanted to accomplish.
Fucking down. Sorry. You were saying?
Yeah, I didn't want to stop him from accomplishing his dreams. And then I said, no, it's cool. I'll go further with the channel. And now I've been on my own for the last couple of months, and the channel's still growing. Like I'm nearly on 30,000.
Yeah, I saw 20. Was it 27 now?
Yeah, we're growing about 28,000, 900 or something. 800.
That is nuts. As someone that's trying to grow my channel, I mean, it's astronomical, and it does seem to be ramping up now.
It does.
So what's changed? Like, what is life like before and life like after?
So a lot of people think that having so much subscribers is like the best thing ever and stuff. It kind of is, but the responsibility of it is really challenging.
What is that? Because you talk about it from time to time. I see you talk about it on Instagram. What does that mean?
So I think it's more the people who criticize your videos for the stupidest of stuff. Like, for example, I didn't wear a seatbelt in one of my recent videos on the
that was a bad idea.
The airfield. I knew it was going to get flack. Because I was like, I can't, how else does man has no seatbelts?
Oh, has he got no seatbelts?
I can't make seatbelts appear. I'm not going to edit seatbelts on there. I'm just going to freaking drive the car. So people can blast me all they want.
Look, it was in a controlled environment. It wasn't on the road. So technically that would be considered a stunt.
Yeah.
So you then have to take full responsibility for that stunt.
Yeah, and if anything happens to me, I was the irresponsible person.
Yeah. Having said that, as I do this like a safety ambassador, I've got to say, like,
no, you have to wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Like I even made a safety video a couple of years ago where I said you need to wear your flipping seatbelt. So back onto the whole 30,000.
But the car never had one.
No, never had one.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. So on the whole 30,000 thing, it's a challenge. It's a challenge keeping content going. It's a challenge always upping my game. Obviously, financially, it's a challenge as well. People think I'm earning 10, 20, 80,000 rand a month, and it's not the case. The channel takes all my money and some. Because
as soon as you get money in, and I do the same, you want to upgrade this gear.
You do.
You want to up your game all the time.
You need money for fuel. You need to be able to take these cars to locations where you can shoot.
RS5's really empty, bro. Thanks, by the way.
Yeah, no, I just drove the tank empty. So it's just so much overheads that I didn't expect there to be, and financially, it's like it's hectic. And then you factor in all the keyboard warriors.
So this is what I was talking about to you earlier on. I still think if you've got an audience of 30,000, and of that audience, 1% is going to be what? 300, right?
Yeah.
So if 0.1% of those audience are assholes, then you've got still, 30 people?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if 30 people out there don't like me, that's going to kind of hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a lekker thing to be exposed to. But at the same time, it's only 30.
It's only 30
from the...
Exactly. But my thing is that I've never been an offensive person. I've never been someone to want to drag people. I've never tried doing that myself. I've never done that myself where I try to hurt people. So when people hurt me, I'm a soft person. I have a soft heart. And can you swear on this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It stings, especially when you put all your hard work and effort into something and this person goes around spreading toxic vibes about your channel and stuff like that.
And that's important what you say, the hard work, because people like making these videos, it's difficult. It's a lot of work. And it is fun, don't get me wrong. But there's the other side to it. And now with Instagram stories and the fact, people are starting to see, and I didn't realize it myself before I started doing it.
Yeah,
how much, like, one of the things that I spoke to you about a couple of months ago was being more myself on camera. And what I realized is sometimes you just don't want to be on camera. Sometimes
You don't. You don't. Like one of my things is one of my dreams would be to actually step back behind the camera and let the presenter present my channel. Another thing also, Liberebil, it's just so. It's so in your private space. Like you basically like. There's a lot of rumors going out there about me around, and I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't really care what people think of me. I don't care if people saying, oh, I'm this, I'm like that, I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, what my sexuality is, all this type of stuff. I don't care about it. I'm just here to climb in that RS5 and go whoop, poof, and change a gear and have fun.
And drive all my petrol out.
Yeah.
Now I need to get you back for that. But but that's the thing though, like, being yourself, doing your thing, that's why we got into this. To be able to drive cars and do cool stuff. And that's why I'm here. I love to drive cars. I like to have fun.
Exactly.
And I just want to share that with people. And apparently there are people out there that want to know these things.
Yeah.
There are people that want to hear your opinion on cars. They want to hear my opinion.
And the truth about it also is, you when you go into YouTube and you open your life out there for people, it comes with the territory. So I also need to understand.
So you got to take responsibility for that, of course, of course.
It's cool, and I have kids coming up to me all the time. Like,
but I think what people also don't understand, and I mean, I'm not trying to put this on anybody, but this is a new thing in South Africa.
Very.
This is a brand new thing.
Very.
Like, nobody's equipped to deal with this.
No.
In any way, whether it's from behind the computer, technically, mentally, nobody in South Africa is designed to deal with this yet.
Dude, I taught myself everything. Like, I'm basically man alone. I got myself into the whole 30K buzz. And with my manager helping me with SEO and things like that to get it to the right people to see, it's literally, right? Monday to Sunday is just filming, editing, and editing. There's no such thing as, oh, I want to watch the series quickly. I tried watching Game of Thrones. I was very into Game of Thrones.
Did you see the last episode?
Hated it. But yeah, got into Game of Thrones.
Fucked us on that last episode. Yes. I cannot believe it. The whole season was so good, and then the last one,
dude,
guys.
But I will admit, the soundtrack was beautiful.
I don't care about the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack knocked my back.
You can't. There is no coming back from that last episode by bringing in the soundtrack, bro.
Yeah, freaking hell.
So you say you don't have time for series.
I don't. Like, currently, I'm trying to work on more projects where I can be a bit more behind the camera and help also other people grow a platform and stuff like that, because that's what I like to do. Liberebil's given me the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Liberebil, I wouldn't be able to go shoot my own stuff. I mean, Adobe Premiere or whatever this editing. So
you got to drive some really cool cars, and out of all of them, which one is your favorite?
My favorite car currently is the BMW Z4.
Okay.
The B58, the chassis dynamics, just everything about it just blew me away.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best cars I've ever driven.
Yeah, it's a great car.
And you know what's funny? On that launch, you also attended. Yeah. We drove 8 Series as well.
Yes.
And it didn't stick with me.
Nah, see, I would have rather taken 8 Series, but I'm an older gentleman.
Yeah, I know. I love the theater. I love the top coming down.
And the engine sounds so nice with that roof down.
So
you can hear the pops and the crackles when you downshift. It's nice.
So good. I mean, I've been raving on about that car now for the longest time.
I haven't seen many on the road, eh?
I haven't seen one yet. I've just seen cars driving like crazy around with one on Kontermanskloof.
Yeah, I haven't seen one, and I think I saw one on a test drive. Somebody, but that was it. It's weird. I would have expected to see a lot more. It's a great car. It's a good car.
Lovely car.
So, choosing cars, we've got a little game that I've devised called 5 Car Garage. And the way it works is I choose, or at least you choose a category. You go first. You choose a category. And then you choose a car in that category.
Okay.
Then I choose the same car in that same category. But we're going to do 5 Car Garage Killarney edition.
Okay.
Okay, so what this means is we're going to only choose cars that race at the track by guys that race at the track as well. If the cars race at the track more than once, then it's eligible to be in the game. Okay, I've obviously thought this through. Okay. So there's going to be 5 different categories. You choose the first category, so it can be 20 valve, VVL, 4-wheel drive, top-end car, kind of thing. It can be all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to make it up as we go. We've never done this before. 5 Car Garage. starts now. First category.
Right, hatchback, four-wheel drive.
Hatchback four-wheel drive, okay. Who do you choose?
I choose, Alan Jacobs.
Which one is his again?
Golf R, 10.1 seconds.
That's the one I wanted to choose! That's the one I wanted. The sleeper-looking one.
Yeah, you let me go first. Golf
that's
R.
the one I wanted to choose. I swear that is the exact. I can never remember his name, but I know it's that sleeper one that we always forget.
Dude, I love
it.
that
Comes
car.
to the line, you don't know that it's that fast,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, poof. Then we look at the monitor. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. It's difficult as the commentator to be on all the time. But we have to because that's our job. But there's sometimes where I'm just like, okay, that's a normal car. I'm just going to take a quick break and say, okay, we're going to white golf on the line now. And then when the time comes up, then I'll read the time. And with his car, it's always like that.
Yeah, the car is brutal. Yo.
What's done to that car, do you know?
It's probably just fully built, man. Fully built.
I wonder if the engines worked.
No, it's probably his big bolt. It needs to be forged around that
10.1
number.
though, that's nice.
Yeah, no. CPI built car.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, CPI built
No.
car.
Because yes, that one races against now. Okay, at the last one, I knew what it was, and at the last one, he was racing up against the GTR. Okay, what a nice car.
What and you? What's your pick now?
Yo, okay, now if I can't win on speed, right?
Yeah.
Now I can only win on looks. Okay. So there's that. I don't know the guy's name. You can maybe help me out. It's the APR Golf. I think it's a blue one with giant wheels.
I think you're talking about Niyaaz's from.
I think so.
Yeah.
What's that tuning place?
I got it on the something motorsport. APR.
It's APR, but there's another
Race
tuning.
Tech.
Race Tech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Race Tech Golf.
Yes.
It's blue, I think, with giant wheels.
Also a 10-second car.
Is it?
Also a 10-second
Are
car.
you sure?
Yeah. So I think Niyaaz's car was the fastest back when he actually ran a number.
But then he's been off the scene for a while.
He's been off the scene for quite. He sold the car, I think, from what I remember.
I think that's the thing. I've seen the car now afterwards, and the guys upgraded the wheels, and it's just like that arch filling, flipping. And the Golf is a nice car.
Such a nice choice. I actually had the Acropov, one of the 228 kilowatts.
Yes, me too.
2 weeks ago.
But you had a nice color. Eh?
Yeah, I had the Leopards blue.
I had the white. I didn't like the white one too much.
Boy.
But I would live with that car, that Golf 7R. 100% live with that car. If I had to choose one car to do everything, that Golf 7R is.
Dude, it's the perfect car.
It's up there.
It's the perfect car.
And it's not too fast also. Like how fast is this RS5?
We literally came out of corners and we somersaulted the next turn.
The next corner's there. It's stupid fast. I think maybe in some ways it's too fast. That's why I think for daily the Golf 7R for me.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that's category one.
That's your category now.
That's my turn. Okay, so category two, I'm gonna go for has to be rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive cars that were too fast for robot racing. And there's basically a very small group of them.
I have one.
But I'm going to choose, you can't choose the one that I choose. Eh?
Not to say what I'm choosing.
Brian Canterbury RX-7.
Oh,
yes!
good. So I'm not choosing that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, but I still think mine is the best one. Canterbury's RX-7 has been consistently one of the fastest cars. They won the Night King award a couple months ago. Shout out to Figo Zaid. And that thing is just crazy difficult to drive.
Yeah.
You can see it because I know how well Canterbury drives. I've drifted with him. I mean, I was there when he started. He knows how to handle a car. So if that car's going that sideways and he's driving, you know that thing's on the limit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that thing is brutal. Like, you actually want to take me for a spin in it. I was like,
Not a chance. Not a chance. I wouldn't mind driving it, but I'm not sitting passenger in that car.
Fuck no.
No. So that's my guy, Brian Canterbury. Shout out to you, my friend. Best. So the category is totally made up.
Can it be MSA cars as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that they must have competed at robot racing once.
I think this car competed at robot
Okay.
racing. Cool, so I know what I'm going with. Okay. So Lemon Defenders.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, 318 power with 2J.
He's a good choice.
I can't deal with
That's
that
a
car.
very good choice.
Do you know very little cars made me
I
cry?
should have changed my one.
Dude, that car made me tear up at the line.
That's insane, eh?
The way
because of the ethanol.
Dude, the way he revs that car.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Nah. But that's the 2JZ in there, in a 318 chassis. And yeah, the car's posted. I've got some footage of it. Maybe I'll include it of him doing burnouts and donuts at the
I think
Sultana
he's
event.
driving that car now, no? Was it? Is it one of the? No, Modak. Is it one of the Modaks?
No, man. That car was for sale. Last I checked, he still had the car. I spoke to him like 2 weeks ago. But the car is for sale. I don't know if it's sold yet. But if the car isn't sold yet,
You're
check
right,
it out,
you're right,
guys.
you're right. He still got the
It's
car.
a good car.
He still got the car.
Yeah.
He actually phoned me by mistake yesterday. I was in Stellenbosch. But yeah, no, that car really made me like just tear up. But it's just so angry and so.
it must be quite tricky to drive. And one of the things I noticed about that thing is that you have to keep the boost on the boil. You have to. Because if it drops out of boost, then there's nothing there. So you have to commit full off the line. And by the time that car's done, the first 30 foot even, he knows this is a good run, this is a bad run. And they've had some bad luck with that car at times. But he knows that once you've got to get it right off the line, get the boost in there, keep it there, and just fucking hold it down all the way down the strip.
Shout out to Suleiman Effendi.
Yeah.
Awesome dude.
Yeah, good guy. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Dude, I don't know what category
I think mine is
now.
still slightly better. I think mine is still slightly
man.
better. But if I forgot about that one.
Dude, I love that car. Kaapstad.
See, I would if it was a car that I would actually drive.
Oh, sorry, my turtle thing is like just tickling me the whole time. I'm like scratching the whole time.
If there was a car that I would actually drive, as in own, it would more than likely be the BMW instead of the RX-7, to be honest. The RX-7 I want to drive. It's a 9-second car. But that BMW I'd much rather own.
Oof.
Okay, so that is category 2 done. Category 3.
I don't know what to go for, man. Let's say sports car, 2-door, coupe, 4-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive.
Okay.
Okay.
You
What
gotta
I
go.
say?
Yeah, you must go.
Sports car. I hope this falls under sports car now.
GTR from
I'm
me.
gonna say GTR.
Which one?
Roger.
Which one is Roger's one?
The
yellow one.
Yellow one.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Not my favorite one, but I do like it.
So I tell you why I like it.
Why?
It's the first.
You featured that car.
He gave me his
yes.
car to use for a week.
Yes, yeah.
Like he literally tell me like, here's the keys, go for a drive, make a video, tell me what it's like when you get back. And I really got to experience what life in a GTR was like. And out of
What is life in a GTR like?
it's tricky. The fuel consumption is appalling. The suspension is extremely stiff. Even in the comfort setting, I mean, it rides ridiculous. The sound system is not good. But
Is you got the stock Bose sound
stock
system?
Bose, yeah. But just the overall, I mean, what's out there for GTR? Point
Nothing.
to point.
Nothing.
Yes, Golf Rs. There's a Golf R now for a GTR. For
Yeah,
any
but-
fast GTR is a Golf
but
R now.
still, man.
But there's something about the way that thing shoves you out of a hole. The mechanicalness of it. It's
Well, I was talking to Chad about this, and he doesn't like GTRs because he says it's too sanitized. But I don't agree.
I don't agree.
because the thing is, like, yes, what you give away, I don't think it's sanitized because you still get the same feelings and sensations. It's just that there's certain things that you can't do with this car because this car's not about sliding through corners.
You can actually get it sideways.
Yeah, you can, but it's not about that life. This car's about going from point to point as fast as possible.
I mean,
and that's what it does well. Whether there's corners in between or not.
Exactly.
If it's a straight line or corners, we're going to get there first.
Yeah, the other thing also with GTR, I think, is just that reliability. You know, they are very tricky when they get older, and to daily them, it's also very tricky. But
they're starting to show their age now, looks-wise, finally.
They are.
After a long time. I mean, when did that thing come out?
But you know, for me, a GTR has never been a beautiful car.
I do like it.
Do you like it? I can't use the word. I can say it looks aggressive, but it's not a beautiful car. For something like a Jaguar F-Type.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Or
yeah. For me, I've always liked the beauty to me in this car, and this is for Chad as well, if he's ever going to watch this, is that thing was so far ahead of its time, man.
It was.
And there's only those type of things don't happen often. You don't get Teslas often. You don't get GTRs often. You don't get cars that are just in anything, whether it's cars, sport. You don't often get standouts anymore because it's so competitive up there
And I
in
think-
every space.
Exactly. I think because of GTR, we get things like E63S, M5 competition.
They have to now.
Tesla, yeah, Tesla.
have
Cars that are going from 0 to 100 in the sub 3 second half, which is
yeah.
But the most stupidest, I think, the competitor to the GTR, which I'll take over, which hasn't raced at Killarney.
Oh, but you choose, is this your option?
No, it's option 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Which hasn't raced at Killarney. I think is a better car overall, and just everything's better. Is a PDK 911 Turbo.
Oh,
that thing is just.
that's a good choice. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Were there ever any there?
I don't think
Because the PDK is getting better and better now as well. PDK is the pedal shift system. Did you know? I actually heard this for the first time the other day. That Sarah van der Merwe raced a 962 at Le Mans, and that was the first PDK system ever at the time. And they used it. And I mean, can you imagine how bad it would have been? Like the first pedal shift system in a race car back in the back in the day. But the new one,
Jara,
amazing. So that's a good choice. That
was your choice.
Okay, we're gonna go GTRs.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go GTRs, and I'm a little bit biased on this one. I just did some work for them, but I've always liked the car. I have always liked this car, and as far as, I'm gonna give my reasons why. This car's been running at the track a bunch of times. It's there often. Yes, they've lost to some other quicker competition. But they've consistently built this car over time to get faster and faster and faster, but still be streetable. And that's the Pertamina Fastron.
We both kind of going on feeling because we have good experiences with these people.
I wasn't necessarily going to go there, but because you went there, I thought, you know what, that's cool. I like that. I like where you're
Funny
going
thing
with
is,
that.
it's another CPI car. So we on two.
Which one?
Is Pertamina not CPI?
Yeah.
So
Yes, it is. Yeah.
two CPI cars in the game.
Shout out to you. I seen it in the game.
Yeah.
So that's my choice, Pertamina. As far as usability goes, you can run pump fuel in that car. It can go up to, I think, 1,000 horsepower. I think so.
Easy peasy.
So, I mean, if you run that thing on 600-700 horsepower, can you imagine what that thing must be like
Stupid fast.
to the track?
That's stupid fast.
We just did with only 450 horsepower. We just did 0 to 100 in 3.95 seconds with the Audi.
Yes.
So, I mean, what's possible with that? So, okay, so that's, now it's my turn now. Okay.
We're on 3 cars now.
Yeah, we're on 3 cars.
4 now. Okay.
3. So this is number 4 now. So just to recap, what are your 3?
So my 3 would be the GTR, the Alan Jacobs Golf
7.
Golf
That's a
7R,
good choice. That's a good
and Suleiman Effendi's E30.
Yo, that's a solid list. That's a solid list so far. Okay, I've got Pertamina Fastron CPI car. I've got RX-7 Brian Canterbury. And then...
All well deserved.
Yeah, I think so too. What's the other one?
You went for APR race day.
Oh yes, APR, but that was just for looks though. That
Yeah.
was just that's for driving to the track when I'm not working necessarily. But I can still do 11 seconds.
Of course.
Okay, so now we're gonna go hardcore, no budget, no limit, anything goes, run what you bring, name it, you can claim it. That's all I've got.
Must it be at Killarney? Doesn't have to be at Killarney.
Must be in Cape Town.
Must be in Cape Town.
Must be in Cape Town, Killarney, Saldanha, wherever, but must be local-ish.
Local-ish.
Can't choose Stelios.
Oh my word. Okay, you go first.
Plus, we already chose GTR.
Yeah, you go first.
So, I have to.
What are you gonna go for?
This is now you've started a trend now. Now I'm gonna go with my heart, and I have to for this reason go with Suspect. That's the one. That's the one. Because not just because we did a podcast and I got to know Herman and the guys. I mean, I've known Herman for years, but I got to know the team and the guys over the years. But I saw where that car started, man. Like I remember, Raceweb, Junaid. Raceweb did a thing on that car many years ago when it was still street legal, and the owner of the car was driving it. And even then, when AOT was working the car, that car was super stupid fast. It was always the fastest car. Like of all the fast cars, that was always one of the fastest ones in every time. And how difficult is that to be? Like when 1,000 horsepower was unbelievable, they were the guys that had 1,000 horsepower. When the guys were doing 300 at Saldanha, they were the guys doing 300 at Saldanha. So it's always been one of the faster cars. And yes, as far as the Joburg guys go, it's going to be difficult to compete. But as far as Cape Town goes, You can't touch that thing, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's insane.
Yeah.
My
that's my
choice would be, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm there. So I'll go with Ramiz Amanji's TTR.
Oh!
You know why? I mean,
That is a great choice.
Yeah, I might not be a fan of the TT. I don't like
No,
it.
but how can you not be a fan of that
I don't
car,
like
though?
the TTRs, to be honest with you. I find it too chintzy and the crowd that hangs around it. It's just...
Just because you don't like JP, just say so. Shout out JP.
No. Okay, look, I just feel like he's bringing Quattro 5-cylinder to South Africa. Sorry guys, my throat is burning a little. To South Africa. I feel that I own personally a URS4, and in Germany and in the States, those cars run 9s, 10s, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And the 5-cylinder engine is a
You've got a 5-cylinder in your car, don't you? Is that the
2.2.
same engine?
2.2 5-cylinder 20 valve turbo.
So, that's crazy. So they use the same block all these years?
No, obviously a new engine.
Okay.
Like the engine,
Okay.
like
Okay.
Sorry.
But it's still using that's fine. They're still using the 5-cylinder format, is what you're saying. Okay, cool. So this car, I'll talk so long you can gather your breath there. This car does 9.6. What's it? 9.8. It's 9.8.
9.5?
No, you're right. It was 9.5. They broke. Yeah, it was 9.5, but it's the fastest of its kind in Cape Town.
Yeah.
It is street legal. The car drives on a trailer at the moment, but it can drive. It is ridiculously fast. It looks great. That green color scheme. When he went from the normal color scheme to that green, it was like, okay, this guy means business now.
The IROS, IROS Motorsport in the States is extremely good.
Were they? I don't know.
They build 9-second URS4s like mine. They build 10-second TTs and things like that. And obviously him bringing IROS with, what's it, RMZ Motorsport in South Africa. That's a good move. But it's a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
Only downside to the TTR is currently is. But if you work it out, if he spent...
that thing's, what's it, we can get a TTRS
1
million on the dot.
So you put another bar into the car.
Yeah.
You on 2 million and you have a car that's faster than a McLaren.
So that thing is
it will never be a McLaren.
Yeah. But that's not the point. That's not what we're saying yet.
But it's...
that is a good choice, dude.
It's fast.
That is your list is looking really tight.
Yeah.
I must say. That's a good choice. I did not see that one coming. That's why I love this game. Okay, so now it's your turn. Final category.
So my final category will be fast, like not fastest, but a car that people just love. A car that I personally grew up with.
You're going to choose something I'm not going to be able to top.
Yeah,
I can see it.
So, like, it must be, your common cars, your BVL, your B20,
the everyman's
your
car.
K-series, your people's build.
Yeah. Cars we've all got memories of, have owned, had friends that owned, etc.
Exactly. I'm going to go with Saud Bassa. Not because he's the fastest.
Not because he was on my podcast the other day.
Is it?
Yes!
Oh my word. Okay, so Saud and I have a love-hate friendship. And we always teasing each other. And I've seen where he started with that car. I've seen how he's tweaked piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. And now he's running 11.7, 11.6, 11.7, 11.5, 11.7, 11.6 with a VVL, which I don't think has been done yet in South Africa. I don't remember VVLs running in the low 11s.
Yeah.
He should be the first.
He told me the whole story. Like, he's got the fastest one in that category at the moment in the 2-liter space.
Yes.
Because that thing's not bored. It's a 2-liter engine. And he also builds cars for a whole bunch of other guys.
Yeah.
Because he has the expertise of what's fast.
Of what works in the engine.
Yeah, we did a whole podcast on
exactly. And I'm not saying that VVL is the best engine. It's not. It's far from the best engine.
But it's good though.
It's good.
155 kilowatts standard.
But
and 180 kilowatts with a couple of small tweaks.
But you see, the Honda K series overall, like the standard you can get a K on versus the standard you can get a VVL on.
Yeah, because there's more available for the K.
You can flow a K's head.
Yeah.
A K's head can flow so much air.
But the thing is, then the guys jump from K20 to K24, and that option is also available. Yes. So in that sense, the K series range is probably better. But we're not talking about the engine here. We're talking about that whole package. Him as a person, the driver, the car.
Everything. Yeah. I was actually going to go film for him again soon. Saud, I literally started my career on filming robot racing. And his car stuck with me because he's been there from there till now and we're still good friends.
Nice.
So yeah, so it would.
Yeah, you know that car belonged to his aunt, eh?
Yes, it was an in-house family car.
They bought that car brand new.
I always make fun of like a terrible car, terrible owner. Put the other owner to go faster.
I was wondering, at first I thought, are these guys really beefing or what's going on here?
Yeah. Oh, they should even like, oh, it's a cut tapered cover you put on your car. Looks terrible. They need, they say, yeah, yo, man. You know? So we have that banter.
Yeah, no, that's lekker. You got to have friends like that, man. Yo, dude, you've put me in a Musa predicament now. Because I've got one choice, which would be my obvious choice, but I'm trying to look through. So this is like the everyman, person that everybody likes, someone that comes.
Yeah, no one likes Saud, so right.
There's that.
Terrible man.
I'm gonna go with Riyadh, eh? Mr.
Oh,
Booney.
Booney.
Yeah,
Great choice.
Yeah, I think he's my guy. Also on the podcast, but also record breaker in his own right.
Yes.
Also someone that's doing it for the cause. And the thing is, I think what you highlighted, and I'm just basically copying what you did, what you highlighted was someone that's also still involved, man.
Yes,
someone that's involved in helping other guys, tuning other guys' cars, giving the information to the other guys. Now, I'm got to have an honorable mention here. LA Racing, honorable mention.
Of course, Lyle, no.
Lyle.
Dude, there's so much people that we can mention that's been...
Lyle was my, it's a close second for me, but I've got a personal relationship with Riyadh. And I just don't know Lyle's story. And I've spoken to him a little bit, and I think it's time now. If now's ever time, I need to get to know Lyle's story.
Yeah, Lyle's moustache, I think, is just going to make people feel a little bit awkward.
You don't think it's fashionable? We should pull up a picture of it.
I actually got the, when I filmed the MR2 by him, what a nice OU.
Yeah, not great
I had
guy.
such a lot of fun. And
So
he actually
nice.
building his CRX now. Throttles and things on it.
Okay.
Looks amazing. I'm like, I've been messaging the whole time.
The cars are coming out today. I did a short little interview with him, but it was too short, man. I need to talk to him for longer because there seems to be so much to talk about.
Very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable.
And really knows how to extract maximum power from car without going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's proved it on his car, which ran stock car for quite some time, according to him. And
then he's got that black other Ballard that belongs to his friend. They tuned that thing. The MR2, obviously.
Dude, there's so much people. There's performance thing. There's Sean Zurich. There's
Sean Zurich. Where if we had gone front wheel drive, a drag car. Best front wheel driver. There's only one.
There's only one, yeah.
He was another guy I want to get to talk to you. And the thing is, guys, also just know that, all of this is done in jest. This is not an actual awards thing.
Yeah,
and we're just having some fun.
Some fun talking about it.
And any other day, I would have chosen Brandon from Profert or whatever.
Yeah.
Billy
and these
now,
are the
all
people,
these guys.
that's really...
Tola Daniels, another one.
These are the people that's gone hard for Liberebil. And,
for sure.
One of my choices was Alan. He actually also just gave me his A45 to do a video on. And people's always said South Africans are, including Cape Town, very over this stuff, very stingy and stuff like that. And these guys are like,
but that's not been your experience, yeah?
And I'm trying to, the whole point of Liberebil is to show people that we're not this stuck up people. We're actually very nice and we actually can support each other.
Well, just like we are now. I appreciate you coming around. Mr. Liberebil, just to recap, one more thing. Let's go through our lists. And guys below, suggest another person that I can sit down with, people or category, and also choose your best list. But I do think you might have me on this one. But let's go through it anyways. From the top.
Alan Jacobs. Right. The second category was GTR.
Yeah.
Third category.
What was which GTR?
GTR of
Yellow
Roger Van Hill. Yellow.
How much power does he make?
I think it costs making about just over 500.
Okay.
So Lemony Fendi's E30.
Yeah.
And then we said Ramiza Manji's
Yes.
TRS.
And then the last one. Okay, so mine is Riyadh with the CRX, record breaker CRX. Race Tech Golf for the cruise to and from the track. Pertamina Fast Run. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Then there's RX-7 Brian Canterbury. I think that's my trump card. But that category is good though because we got two solid guys there. And then the last one was, what's the other one?
What's the last one?
I forgot now.
Riyadh. You brought out the Riyadh.
Yeah, I did Riyadh first. That's only 4. So it was GTR, but Riyadh GTR. Suspect.
There we go. It's a long conversation.
How can I forget that one? Yeah, it was a long conversation, but I really enjoying this stuff. I think guys can stay tuned for more of this. I want to do more of this type of content. But Mr. Liberebil, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, lekker. And then we got to do the sign out, eh?
Yes. Be free, be you.
Liberebil out. Nice, man.
Awesome,
Lekker,
that
thank
was
you.
so nice.